Welcome, my name is Kat and today's Thursday. I hope you're all doing well and the weather's nice where you are. In the West Midlands in the UK, it's a bit wet and windy. It's blowing an awful breeze where we are. Right? It's blowing all the leaves absolutely everywhere. It's absolutely horrible out there. But I hope it's absolutely lovely where you are and the temperature's absolutely beautiful. Because honestly, I love it to be nice and warm here, but it's not. But today we are going to be making a wire wrap necklace with the Carnival kit from Softflex. So let me show you what was in the Carnival kit from Softflex. This is what came in Softflex's Carnival kit. Alright, lots of beautiful beads. Absolutely gorgeous. This is actually an old kit, right? So, but that doesn't matter. Still an absolutely beautiful kit. As with all the Softflex's kits, they're absolutely gorgeous. So, let's open You've Got This inspiration quotes. So, we always need a bit of inspiration before we start making jewellery, don't we? So let's see what this beautiful card says. It says, the comeback is always stronger than the setback. And yes, it definitely is. The comeback is definitely stronger than the setback. Because when you get set back, you always have a comeback. Because you've got to go forwards. You always go forwards when you step back. Because you move forwards in life. So, never let a setback keep you backwards. So, now, let's start making a bit of jewellery. I made one side of the necklace already, which I'm just going to keep to the side. So, but we're going to make the pendant. I've done the centre bit of the pendant. This link only originally had one hole just here. So, you see where the hole is? Let's see if I can get it centred. See where the hole is here? Using my hole punch, I put another hole here. Because this link is thin enough for you to put another hole in it. Because I wanted to be able to dangle something from the centre and something from the top. So with this one, what I've done is I've wire wrapped it with a lampwork bead. And then on the bottom, I put 3 of the, let's see if it says on here what they are. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it came in the Jessie James Bead mix or they were part of another mix. I'm not sure. No, I think they came as part of the Jessie James Bead mix. Yes, I think they did. These little ones here came as part of the Jessie James Bead mix. So all they are, they're like, how to describe them? They're sort of a seed bead type thing. And they've got a hole in the top and then they curve. So, and all I've done is I've put them on a jump ring and then just loop them onto, let's see if I can get this round a bit, loop them onto the bottom of a head pin and then put the lampwork bead. I put a seed bead on, lampwork bead, seed bead, and then done a wire wrap loop, and then I put this on via a jump ring, and then I'll put another jump ring on, which will be our connector to both of our sides of our necklace, so it'll go off in like a Y style necklace. So now we're going to do the bottom of our necklace. Alright, but I need to grab a jump ring quickly, so I'm just going to pause you while I grab a jump ring. So I'll grab my jump ring for the next bit. So let's do this bit. So what I've done for the bottom is I've done some like stamens for the bottom. On these stamens are just wire wrap loops, and they're all different lengths, right? And what I've done is I put again those same beads that I did on the top. I put them onto ball head pins, right, sideways, and then I put on another bead that came in Jessie Jane's bead mix. I'll show you. Let me see if I can get these focused. I put them on, and they're like a pinch bead, a very small pinch bead, right, and they're all different lengths, so like stamens. The reason they're stamens is we've got a bell bead, right? So yellow bell bead. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up a head pin. So open that up and put these wire wrap loops on to the head pin, onto the eye pin, sorry, and then close it. Making sure it's really, really well closed so these can't fall off. So as you can see, properly closed. Then we're going to feed on 2 of the flower beads. Just feed on 2 of them, right? Then I'm going to just bend the wire right over the top, right? And the reason I'm doing that is because the way I'm going to wrap it. Let's move all this out of the way so that we can get some focus on my camera. Right, then I'm going to get my round nose pliers up over, right, and as you'll see, that's actually off centre. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll it till it goes down to the flower bead. Make sure it's central. Right, now I'm going to get my wrap. Hold it with my bent chain nose pliers. Grab the end, and I'm going to wrap over the top of the flower bead and make sort of a bead cap using the wire. So just wrapping down. Needs be, use your fingers to get it down as much as you can. Alright, and then just cut off the excess wire. Making sure you cover it with your fingers when you do that. Alright, then just gently, the wire that's poking up, just push it down. Just very gently so you don't crack the bead. There we go. Oh, that's still poking up. Right, so there we go. We've got our flowers wrapped down. Right, so this is what it looks like. You've got like a bead cap, right, and then you've got our little flowers, our little stamen below, right. So now what we're going to do, we're going to get our components. We're going to get our jump ring, Right, find the opening on our jump ring. And always open your jump rings like this, never like this. So, if your jump ring's like this, you don't want to open it like this, you always want to open it like this. Okay? Because if you open it by pulling it apart, you will never get the shape back. Never. Right? So, I'll show you how you want to open it. You want to open it like that. Or put it the other way. Okay? So now we're going to feed that through the loop. And then we're going to feed the loop of the component we made. And then we're going to close it. You hear that little click? That shows that you've closed it properly. So now, this is our little pendant. How cute is that? Isn't that absolutely adorable? I think that's the most adorable pendant ever. Alright, so we're just going to put that off to the side. Now we're going to make our findings. So, I do apologise about the coughing. I've still got my throat infection, dual ear infection and sinus infection. I'm back on antibiotics for it. So we've got our 24 gauge wire from Softflex. So that's what we're using in silver. So you can use 22 gauge, you can use 20 gauge, but I'm using 24 gauge. So the first one I'm going to do is green bead and 2 yellow beads either side. So I'm going to feed them onto my wire in yellow, green, yellow. And I'm going to do wrap loops because of the wire being so thin. I'm going to make my loops reasonable size, so about middle of the plier, and wrap it down round and under. You can do this with your hands because of the wire being so thin, but I find it generally easy to get a neater wrap by using my pliers. But I do need to move my pliers into a better position. Not the neatest wrap in the world. Cut that off. Push the wire in so there's no pokey bits. Might be easier if I do it the other way. Doing that right off camera, which I do apologise. Right, so now I'm going to pull these beads up, cut the wire off, making sure we use the flush side of the pliers. So now we're going to look at the direction of the loop. And bend the wire that way. So again, up, over around the middle of the barrel of the pliers and bend. I think I might try this without the pliers because I sometimes seem to get it a little neater without the pliers. There we go. That's a little neater. Cut the wire off. And tuck it in. So we're going to connect all these with jump rings. So let's put that one aside. I'm just going to cut off a length of wire this time. I think I might find it a little easier. And flush cut this end. So we're going to do a loop. So bend the wire around the middle of the plier, up, over, bend and over. Grab my pliers so I can maintain the loop. So sometimes it's easier to do it without your pliers because you control your wire with your fingers. And then push in any pokey bits. Yep, there we go. So next we're going to do a metal bead, a blue bead, a red bead, a blue bead and a metal bead. So that's what we're going to do next. So as you know, I call these tinfoil beads. Because to me, they just look like scrunched up tinfoil. That's what they look like. So this is a beautiful rondelle. I love this bead. This bead is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I wish I had more of them. I really do. Because those beads are absolutely beautiful. Wonderful focal point. So again, watch which way your loops are going. But you can always turn your loops if needs be. Alright, by using 2 sets of pliers. But wire this this thin, you could probably do it with your fingers. So remove your pliers. Hold with your bent chain nose pliers and wrap down. So nice and simple, it's just wrap loops. That's all it is. I'm just going to straighten out that loop because that loop's really skew with. It's a really funny loop, that is. That loop looks really dodgy. But won't be noticed with all the others. Alright, so again, I'm going to cut off a length. Straighten that with my fingers. Again, cut with your flat side. Flush the other end. Bend the wire. loop right in the centre of the pliers, hold with your pliers and wrap it down. My wrap loop went a little skew with, but always does when I wrap with my fingers. And push in any excess wire. Then this one, I'm going to do a yellow bead, a purple bead, and a yellow bead. The reason the colours are really random is because this is carnival. It should be nice and bright. So I'm doing a nice bright colour palette. So that's my view. Nice and bright and cheerful. So wrap down towards the bead. And pushing any loose wires. I'm thinking I probably should have used a thicker wire, is what I'm thinking. Alright, so now we've got all them. We're going to connect with some jump rings. So we've got this one, and this one. Alright, so we're going to get our jump rings. Let's find the closure on it. There it is. Open, slip on the loop and slip on the loop, and close. And close really well, because this being such a thin wire, it can slip through the closures. It's the same again. Slip on the loop and slip on the loop and close. So now we're going to sort out the length. So the length is this lovely cording, which comes in a bundle like this, right? So all it is cotton, 68% cotton cording, right? So it's got a little bit of stretch to it, right? So all we're using is these cord ends, right? So make sure I've got the right pliers. So what we're going to do is we're going to put it in, push the flap down, make sure the flap's all the way down, and we're going to push in the sides and go in, push one side all the way down, turn round and come in and push the other side all the way down. Right, then we need to smooth it out, make sure it's totally flat, You really got to make sure you've got it totally flat. Before you slip the other cord end on. Because it can twist really easily. Right, so put it into the cord end. Flat down the cord end. Flat down the sides. And you're done. So that's your cord ends put on. Right? So now we need to attach that to this. So we've got a jump ring. Which just goes through the hole in the cord end. It should do. There we go. And then through your beads. Through the loop on your beads. Right. And give it a closure. Right. Then we're going to put a clasp on it. Well, we'll put the clasps on in a minute. Right. So now I've got the other side. Let's move these off here. And we're going to put on our pendants. Make sure we've got everything facing the right way. So our pendant, as I said, it's got a jump ring on the top. So now I've got to get the jump ring in the right position. So grab the jump ring, which actually pulls up our centre drop. So now I've got to find the closure on our pendant. There we go. So let's open this up. And let's feed on one side. Then the other side. Right, so now we've got the front of our necklace. Okay, so that's the front of our necklace. So let's just put that, so let's hide that down. So now we need to put on our clasps. So this one goes on this side, this goes on this side. So we need to open this up and feed it through the hole. I'm wondering whether to add an extension chain to this actually. If you give me a minute, I am going to find some extension chain and we're going to wire wrap a bead to add to the end of the extension chain. So give me a few minutes just to find some extension chain and a head pin. I will be back in a jiffy. Very English word. So I found some chain. Right, it's just took me a minute to find, and I found my tape measure. So let's cut a bit of chain. Let's cut a 2-inch piece of chain, my standard for an extension chain. Alright, so there we go. And let's wire wrap a bead onto that extension chain. So I've got a bead out of the kits, which I think came in the Jess James bead mix for the kits. So let's bend that over a ball head pin. Right, make a wire wrap loop. Right, feed the chain on. Right, hold it with the bent chain nose pliers while we wrap it. Hold the chain in our finger because it keeps the chain out the way while we wrap it, and it means the chain doesn't get caught in the wrap. There we go. Then cut this off. There we go, get that cut off. Just push the wire in so you haven't got any pokey out bits to catch on your clothes. Give that a feel. Alright, so there we go. So let's reopen this jump ring so we can put the extension chain on. So back down here, Kel, so that everyone can see what's going on, because you don't want me off screen, do you? That wouldn't be very helpful. So let's feed this extension chain on. I think you'd be very annoyed if I was off screen. So there we go. So now we've got to put on our clasp. So there's the closure. So again, through our thing, put our lobster clasp on. Back down here, back down here. As I said, I'm still getting used to my camera being in a different position, and put our clasp on. So let's close our necklace, if I can get it to move a sec. Everything's misbehaving. The closure's got stuck a sec. It's where my jump ring's not closed properly. It's alright, I didn't close my jump ring properly and it got stuck. This is why you need to close your jump rings properly. Right, so close your clasp. And here we go. We've got a beautiful necklace. So if you give me a minute or so, I'll turn you around and I'll show you this absolutely stunning necklace on the bust. So let me show you this absolutely stunning necklace that I've made. Right, it is so gorgeous, you won't believe it, and you're very skew-whiff. So let me give you a second. Let me move you off a bit. There we go. You are no longer very skew-whiff, because you were tilted like at that angle, so that's not really that helpful. So let me show you this beautiful necklace. So here we go. Look how gorgeous that is. Isn't it gorgeous, with all those beautifully bright colours? Now, isn't that a carnival necklace if you ever saw one? Right, because don't you see all these beautiful colours at the carnival? Right, it will go with any outfit, I'm telling you. Look at this beautiful flowers, right, on the bottom. You've got all these beautiful flowers on the bottom, right, like a beautiful flower pendant, right. Then you've got this lovely lampwork bead with the little flower stamens here, coming up to all these beautiful bright colours, and then here this soft cotton neckline. Alright, that will sit nicely around your neck and not irritate you, alright, because it is nice and soft. It is so luscious that you won't even feel like you've got it on, and it is so light. You wear it and it feels like you haven't got it on. I've picked up and I felt like I haven't even picked up anything. It is really light and gorgeous. Now, if you want to buy it, it'll be going up on my website by the beginning of the week. And my website is here, and that is KLWGJewellery.com. Now, also, if you want to buy kits from Softflex.com, they've got a new kit up right now, and they've got the TGBE kit coming out next week. If you want to buy their Softflex kits, you can buy them at softflexcompany.com. Now, honestly, it's a great value for money, Softflex kits, and you can make so much with them. Right, you can also go to their Facebook page, which is, oh, now let me think. It is, oh, I've just lost my memory. I really have. So give me a minute. Remember it. Honestly, my memory is atrocious. I do have memory problems, bearing in mind. It is Softflex. Very important beading, and in brackets and capital letters, VIB, and then Studio Group. Now, if you have any questions about jewellery or jewellery making, feel free to ask them. Right, because there's very knowledgeable people in that group that can help you. Also, feel free to post your pictures that you have made with pieces of jewellery that you've made with the kits from Softflex. Also, at the moment, they're doing a hashtag joyful beading prompts, right? And honestly, it's absolutely wonderful, right? Go and have a look, right? Which is basically to do with the making month for March, jewelry beading month for March. So give it a go. You never know, because you can win £25 for Softflex sweepstakes, which is absolutely wonderful. So give it a go. Definitely worth it, I'm telling you. Also, please go and have a look at Softflex's YouTube channel at Softflex Company. Right, so definitely have a look, because they have lives on a Monday with Kristen, on a Wednesday with Sarah, and on a Thursday they have bi-weekly lives with Joyce, and then they also have on a Thursday bi-weekly Softflex live sales. It's definitely worth a look, because you can get some amazing bargains at their live sales. So thank you for watching today. If you could please like if you loved the video, please comment, because I love chatting to you all. Please share and hit the notification bell so you are notified when I release new videos or go live. I will be grateful. So thank you for watching today, and I'll see you all again soon when I release new videos or go live. I'm also very grateful for you all supporting my channel, as you help keep my channel going and growing, and I'm very grateful for you all being here for the past couple of years, because you have really helped me and you carry on supporting me, which I'm so grateful for. Thank you very much, and I'm grateful for your continuing support. Thank you for all subscribers, new subscribers, and people that keep popping in. So thank you again. So bye for now.